You know about fashion.
Obviously. Go on.
Well, I already went out there once tonight, so I want a different look for my match against Riley Flash. Do you have any last-minute suggestions?
Ah, the classic quick change, as we models call it. Well, when I look at you, I see 3 options that fit the theme and location of this show. I'm kidding. We all know I did. Good luck, Prince Not So Pretty.
Wow, that's an interesting look.
You don't like it?
It's fine. It's just that maybe you should worry about the actual match, you know? I know you don't like to hear it when it comes from Riley, but he has a point. You might be too focused on everything other than what happens inside the ring.
People remember cool entrances and costumes. Entertainment is what makes wrestling great.
Wrestling makes wrestling great.
Well, there's more than one way to thread a needle.
Actually, there's only one opening on a needle, so...
Whatever, you know what I mean.
Anyway, what's more important is you're going to have your first match. So have a great one. And entrance, too.
Thanks.
Gord Wilson back again for Riley Flash taking on Trey. So this is the surprise opponent that Winterfest paid big bucks for? If you're a little confused, you're not alone. Even though you were probably expecting something other than this match, I've been just told Winterfest will not be issuing refunds. This is turning into a real kerfuffle. What's he doing, eh?
Help! Help! My tongue's stuck! Come on, I need some hot! Coco! Yeah! Hey, hold on! Come here! Help me out! Come here! Come on, help me!
Trey just got himself out of a sticky situation. But will he make it back into the ring before the 10 count?
9!
Injured tongue at all. This match will continue. We saw Trey out here earlier in Red's corner, but he looks a bit different now. And I'll leave it at that. Considering that Gord Wilson back again for Riley Flash taking on Trey. So this is the surprise opponent that Winterfest paid big bucks for? If you're a little confused, you're not alone. Even though you were probably expecting something other than this match, I've been just told Winterfest will not be issuing refunds. Sorry. We saw Trey out here earlier in Red's corner, but he looks a bit different now. And I'll leave it at that. Considering this is Trey's first official match, I mean, other than his outfit. Riley Flash has wrestled the who's who of popular superstars throughout his career. He never actually beat any of them, but who's keeping track? Is the student going to become the master here tonight? Probably not, but it still should be fun to watch. I'm not saying Trey's outmatched here tonight, but this is his first rodeo, literally. Be sure to check out the Winterfest calf roping competition later tonight. We've had some great wrestlers get their starts in Calgary over the years, and Trey's not one of them. At least not yet. Crazier things have happened. Be sure to check out tomorrow afternoon's poutine eating contest. Sure to be a slimy good time. Attention, ladies and gentlemen. The Ferris wheel is closed because it's frozen in place with a whole bunch of folks stuck on it. I mean, it's having maintenance issues. Lord Wilson back again for Riley Flash taking on Trey. So this is the surprise opponent that Winterfest paid big bucks for? If you're a little confused, you're not alone. Even though you were probably expecting something other than this match, I've been just told Winterfest will not be issuing refunds. Sorry. We saw Trey out here earlier in Red's corner, but he looks a bit different now. And I'll leave it at that. Considering this is turning into a real kerfuffle. What's he doing, eh?
Help! Help! My tongue's stuck! Come on, need some hot! Coco! Yeah! Hey, hold on! Come here! Help me out! Come here! Come on, help me!
Trey just got himself out of a sticky situation. But will he make it back into the ring before the 10 count? Injured tongue at all. This match will continue. Riley Flash has wrestled the who's who of popular superstars throughout his career. He never actually beat any of them, but who's keeping track? That was only a 2 count, you hoser! What's this nincompoop doing? Picks up the win. It doesn't happen very often, so enjoy it.
Hey, I want to thank everyone for coming out to the show. And also, it needs to be said that I had 2 students who had their very first matches tonight. Red, who beat Peyton Royce earlier. Isn't that incredible? And now Trey, who had a good effort on short notice, but got a little bit ahead of himself. We'll work on his counting. Trey, I'd let you have the mic, but I think you might be a bit tongue-tied. Give it up one more time for Trey.
What a night!
I'm thinking Pavone's to celebrate.
Isn't that place super expensive?
It's on me. Well, technically my parents, but we deserve it.
All right, I'm in. Now get that heat blasting.
That's weird. Gas is full. I'll call them back later.
Maybe they can help with the car. And we can tell them about our first matches.
No.
Hey, it's Red. You're on speaker.
Oh, hi there. Are you visiting Denver at college?
What?
Now's not really a good time.
Why? Is something wrong? Are you having car trouble?
Yeah, we are. How'd you know that?
Just hang up.
Cut the crap. We remotely disabled the SUV because we know you're not at school, and we're pretty sure you never were. We got an alert about a substantial charge in Canada for something called Riley Flash's Wrestling Academy.
And then after we looked into it, we discovered charges for the past few months, including a crazy hotel bill, gas, food, clothes, you name it. Do you know how disappointed I was when I realized I was going to have to return all those reward points? I was this close to a free trip. This close!
It is not about the stupid points. We were hoping you'd come clean on your own about all of this, but I guess you're just gonna keep on lying.
Hey, wait! Look, this is what I want to do with my life, and no matter how many times I told you that, you still didn't support me, so I was pretty much forced to lie. Would you rather I be miserable at school?
Of course not, but you have to be realistic. You are never going to make it as a pro wrestler.
There's a better chance of me dating a supermodel.
Frank!
Which is impossible because your mom is stunning, and I would never date anyone else.
I will make it. And when I do, you'll wish you would have had my back before I was successful and famous.
It's not too late to try to put all this behind us. We'll activate the SUV if you come home now. Then I can try to get you re-enrolled in school for next semester.
You're gonna have to ship the car home, because I'm staying here to pursue my dreams. Maybe someday you'll understand that. Hey, wait! What are you doing? You're gonna get yourself killed.
I'd rather that happen than talk to you right now. Leave me alone.
Sorry, but I'm not going anywhere. We set out to do this together, and this doesn't change anything. I mean, other than the fact we now don't have a car or somewhere to sleep, but you know what I mean. I still want to do this if you do.
I appreciate your loyalty, but you lied to your parents and me about what we were doing here. And you basically sat back and let me steal from them.
Don't worry about the money, I'll pay them back. And I'm sorry, but you've always told me to take the advice from my birth parents' letter, right? About following my dreams? Well, that's all I was trying to do.
You didn't need to lie to do that.
It's the only way I could see this working. But I'll never keep a secret from you again, I promise. From now on, it's total honesty between the two of us, okay? You're gonna know everything, even how many times a month I shave my toes.
You shave your toes? Weird.
See? I'm an open book. So, no more secrets, okay?
I know he said no more secrets, but you can't tell him ours. It will ruin him. Okay. No more secrets.
So now what do? We're carless and without the credit card. Pretty soon we'll be homeless.
I think our only option is to hit the road and try to make some money on the indies. But we'll have to start roughing it like actual up-and-coming wrestlers.
You think we have enough cash for a new car?
I wouldn't say new. We managed to get a used car that fell under our budget, probably because it also fell under various recalls and safety violations.
Do we stick our phones in this slot? Nothing's happening.
I think that's a tape deck. This car doesn't exactly have the latest features. Roughing it, remember?
Right. So I'm assuming there's no Bluetooth.
No, but I did find an actual tooth in the trunk.
Shark or human?
Human, I think?
Lame.
Well, now that we have our extremely safe and luxurious ride that may or may not have had a body in the trunk at some point, where to? We do have Wrestle in Memphis on the list.
Assuming this piece of junk can make it that far, then I guess we're headed to the great state of South Carolina. That is where Memphis is, right?
Close. Maybe I should drive.
It's fine. I got this. Is that also a feature on older cars?
Nope. Don't think so. Catching up on old times has been great, but we should really get going. Besides, shouldn't we save some of this for our speech later?
But we just got through all the boring backstory stuff. It really starts to pick up from here.
I'm down for more.
Hey guys, it's so good to see you. Congrats on the Hall of Fame. This is really happening.
It's not official yet. We have to actually make it to the building.
They're not gonna start without you.
And even if they did, some of the speeches are so long, you'd still have plenty of time.
Great. We were just telling Pac all about how we got started.
Didn't we cross paths on an indie show early on in your career?
We did, at a minor league baseball stadium in Memphis, to be exact.
That's right. I knew you had it back then. Trey, not so much.
Why does everyone keep saying that?
Because you didn't know the difference between a wrist lock and a wristwatch?
Speaking of wristwatches, we really should get going.
From my experience, this day goes by pretty fast. So you really want to relax and soak in every moment.
Lita's right. When I got inducted with DX, everything just flew by.
Then let's get back to soaking. Lita, if my memory is correct, you were just in Memphis for an autograph signing, but Red had other plans.
So I just want to thank everyone in Memphis for coming out to the show. It's always great to be a part of these smaller events and connect with the people who have supported me for so many years. I'll be available for pictures and autographs starting in a few minutes. Don't be shy.
Hold on a second, can we cut the music? In the spirit of not being shy, I have something I want to say. Growing up, I was a huge fan of yours. Facing you in the ring is actually on this list I have. So I know you don't wrestle that much anymore, but I'll always regret this moment if I didn't ask. How about you skip the autograph session and go one-on-one with me right now?
I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but who are you?
I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but none of these people would be here paying you $10 an autograph if it wasn't for me working my butt off this past year in Memphis.
Look, I get it. You're young and hungry, and you probably think I'm the entitled Hall of Famer who just shows up to cash in on all your hard work. But it's not like that. I'm here to support you and the indie scene. I mean, I used to be you. And by the way, I still didn't get your name.
You'll hear the ring announcers say it after I beat you.
So you're not backing down, huh?
Like I said, you're on my list.
I'm sorry, everyone. But I'm gonna have to delay this autograph signing until after I win this match.
Kid Pilo here, bringing you all the action from the home field of the Memphis Sliders. I didn't expect to see Lita wrestle here tonight, but I also didn't expect my 27-year-old twin sons to still be living with me, so sometimes life throws you some real curveballs. Red's got quite the temper on her. Actually reminds me of Slaughter's manager, Tex Phillips. Did you know Tex once threw a bat at a fan who was razzing him? That was the last time his dad was ever allowed at a game. True story. Now, just a reminder, the Sliders are on the road. We'll be back for a 6-game homestand next week. So come on out and support the home team. Or the away team. Just get your butt here and spend some money, okay? I have two 27-year-old man-children to feed, and this franchise is dying quicker than a house fly. I've seen Red wrestle a few times, and she never disappoints. Unlike the new slider stew the stadium's serving up. Word of advice, unless you want your next bathroom trip to end in a rundown, I suggest you avoid it. If Red can pull off the win over a WWE Hall of Famer like Lita, I guarantee she'll be getting a call up to the bigs in no time. Be sure to get your picture taken with Memphis Sliders mascot Ribby. And just a friendly reminder, he's not made of actual meat, so please do not attempt to bite and or lick him. Sounds crazy, but happens all the time. Red is out here fighting for respect, which is something we can all relate to. This morning, the twins threw donuts at me because I bought powdered jelly instead of chocolate sprinkle. Just a reminder, they're 27 years old. Anyway, let's get back to the action. This is one heck of a bonus match we're getting here tonight, folks. It just proves you never know what you're going to see at Memphis Slider Stadium. Like that one crazy stunt where they had monkey umpires for a game. I still maintain they did a better job than the real ones. With this match against Lita, Red's getting across something big off her list tonight. I respect that, especially since the only list I have is never-ending grocery list because apparently my almost 30-year-old twins are never going to move out of the house. But I'm not bitter about that at all. And here's your winner, Red!
Good match, Red. I definitely knew Red's name after that night.
I was impressed Red was able to keep her composure and talk you into the match. Usually in those situations, she would lose her temper and go into hothead mode.
You're one to talk about keeping your composure after what you did that night.
Before my match, I have something very important I need to do. I've seen Ribby out here dancing with the kids all night, but I think I've got some pretty sweet moves myself, so how about Ribby and I find out who's better with the dance-off? All right, I'll go first. Hit me with some music. Okay, Ribby, top that. Okay, wait, I was holding back. Let me get another turn. Win the dance-off is on this list I have. I'm not crying. This was fixed. I demand a fair rematch.
Hey, no one wants to see any more of your terrible dance moves. What they want to see is me kicking your ass. I mean, what kind of stupid name is Trey anyway? I think a better name would be Crossword, because you enter the ring vertically and you leave horizontally. I mean, with a name like that, your parents must be the type of people who, when you look into their eyes, you see the back of their heads.
You can say whatever you want about me, but don't talk about my parents.
What's the matter? You should be proud of them. Because I heard they created more tragedies than Shakespeare.
Did you come out here to dust off every one of your dated one-liners? Or do you want to have a match?
Look, I'm just trying to entertain these people after your awful dancing. I mean, I've seen better moves in a blind chess match.
If you want to entertain them so bad, then how about we give them a match they weren't expecting?
Well, if you keep boring everyone, pretty soon we're going to have an empty arena match.
I was thinking something more along the lines of no DQ.
You know what? I'll take that, and I'll do you one better. I know you've only been in Memphis for about a year, but I think everyone will agree that's a year too long. So how about we make this a no DQ, loser leave town match? Come on, Crossword. What do you say?
It's fitting your last match in Memphis is going to be in a baseball stadium because you just made the biggest error of your life. Oh, come on. That was just as good, if not better, than one of his lame jokes. Oh, shut up, Ribby. After I send Lawler packing, I'm going to eat you for dinner.
All right, let's do this, Crossword. Crossword, crossword, crossword.
Kid Pilo here again with a huge matchup of WWE Hall of Famer and Memphis legend, Jerry the King Lawler, taking on up-and-comer Trey. I can't believe this is now a loser leaves town match. If Jerry Lawler ends up having to leave Memphis, the city would go into a deep depression, emotionally speaking. Economically speaking, we'd probably be all right. It's the battle of the pile driver versus whatever Trey's finisher is. Honestly, I'm sure it's nowhere near as good as the pile driver. Supposed to be impartial, but Jerry the King Lawler is a hometown hero. Trey, if you somehow send the King packing, you might want to consider hitting the road too, for your own safety. Which reminds me, Slaughter Stadium is a safe space and will not tolerate bullying or threats of any kind. Thank you. Trey thought he was going to beat Ribby in a dance-off. That giant piece of meat has got some sweet and saucy moves. Crossword! 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 Trey might be younger and quicker, but the King has a significant edge when it comes to experience, and not to mention the support of the home crowd. Come on, King! Get him! Beat that butt! This match reminds me of the Memphis Sliders' rivalry with the Little Rock Boulders, a spirited contest with lots of brawling, and at the end of the night, the losers leave town. That's right, Little Rock. I just called you a bunch of losers. Sorry, might have gotten a bit carried away there. Apologies to any fans in attendance who made the drive over from Little Rock. Beautiful city. Find a way to get my grown-up twin sons into a losers leave home match. But I'm getting off track. Let's get back to the ring. This match has all the pressure of a winner-take-all playoff game. Not that I would know, since the Sliders are perennial doormats. There's always next year. I hear Trey got his start up in Calgary. And after this match, hopefully he'll be on his way back there. two are throwing heat right up in each other's kitchens, trying to avoid the grand slam. Now, I know I'm doing a lot of bad baseball puns tonight, folks, but that's all I got. We have a man who was almost elected mayor of Memphis going up against a man who's only been in town for about a year. I think you know who has our vote. These two are trying to knock each other out of the park. When it comes to winning matches in Memphis, Jerry the King Lawler is pretty much batting 1,000. Let's hope he keeps that average up tonight. When you consider the match we had earlier between Red and Lita and now this contest, it's quite the doubleheader. It's up to these two to get the job done. There's no pinch wrestler coming in to replace him. If you ask me, Trey's really swinging for the fences trying to take out a legend like Lawler in his hometown. Don't forget that in 2 weeks, the Sliders are hosting Bring Your Own Fireworks Night. What could possibly go wrong? If Trey hadn't picked on Ribby, he might not be in this position. If I hadn't skipped school to go to baseball games, I might not be in this position either. Trey's quickly learning that if you mess with the rib, you get the king. Okay, maybe that didn't quite work, but you get the point. Tonight's attendance is much higher than a sliders game, where you can usually count the number of fans on 2 hands. Or 1 hand if you're our diehard fan, 13-finger Willie. Just a reminder to please stay off the sliders field. You know what? It ain't going to make a difference how they play if you mess up the grass. So how about it? And here is your winner, Jerry the King Lawler. He did it. He's not going anywhere. Yes!
Hit the road, crossword. Crossword, crossword, crossword.
Crossword, crossword.
I'm not gonna say I told you so, but...
I know. I was too focused on doing something stupid like a dance-off when I should have been worrying about my match with Lawler. And I'm sorry I let King bait me into the loser leaves town stipulation.
Not so easy to control your temper all the time, is it?
It's just he was saying stuff about my parents and I lost my cool.
That's what Lawler does. He's made an entire career out of it. He had no idea you're adopted.
Good thing. I'm sure he would have had a field day with that.
Well, it's too bad. I was enjoying Memphis.
You're not staying? Your career shouldn't go off the rails because I got in over my head and lost a match.
If you go off the rails, I go off the rails. I'm with you through good and bad. We're a package deal.
Okay. Package deal.
We should grab some food before we leave town. I'm thinking... ribs?
I deserve that. Pretty soon we're gonna have an empty arena match.
begin with an empty arena match, or in this case, an empty stadium, which is only about 30 fans shy of a typical Memphis Sliders game. Jerry the King Lawler has had some of the most famous empty arena matches in history. This probably won't be one of them.